Hold up, before the video starts, please make sure to like and comment. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoy my type of content, as it will be very much appreciated. Thank you, and enjoy the video. Hi, what's going on everybody? My name is Immortal Player. Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today guys, I've got for you all an incredible video I've been trying to make for a long time now. This was originally supposed to come out yesterday, but I had a problem that happened and I had to redo the entire thing. So today, hopefully, y'all can enjoy this video. Today, I'm going to be ranking my personal opinion, alright? My personal top 3 worst Call of Duty games of all time. I hope you all do enjoy, and if you do, a like would be very much appreciated, as well as a sub. We're on the way to 200 subscribers, and every single day we gain a new person. So subscribing would mean a lot to me, and yeah. Also, before we start, the first section of this video is going to be pretty short. I'm very sorry for that. The first Call of Duty, I'll explain why it's going to be very short and why I couldn't get that much info in there. So yeah, that's all for me, guys. I hope you all enjoy the video. Peace out and goodbye. So coming in at third place is actually Call of Duty Ghosts. This one makes me really sad because I actually enjoyed Call of Duty Ghosts on launch. I think it was an incredible game. I think it got too much hate for really nothing. I understand that there were flaws and that there were things wrong with it, but at the time, I really did enjoy it. But coming back to it, it did not hold up at all. Call of Duty Ghosts is a game that has not held up to time at all. The game's multiplayer is clunky, raw, and last time I checked, there were only 100 people on it. Only 100 people playing Call of Duty Ghosts. Extinction, while I do have to say it's one of the best game modes we've gotten in a long time that was replacing zombies, it still really hasn't held up either. I'd say it held up more better than multiplayer. I think you can go back and play Extinction with some friends and have a good time. But when it comes to, the overall game, it's just not a game you can really have fun with. The campaign was okay. I don't think it was the worst in the series, but I do have to say that it was not at all up to par with what other Call of Duty campaigns were being made at the time. And the game just overall is kind of depressing. The colors are really dull and bland, and let's talk about the multiplayer the most though, because the multiplayer is what most of you have probably come for. That's what most people play Call of Duty for, is the multiplayer. So let's talk about that. Call of Duty Ghosts multiplayer is by far the most clunkiest and the most jacked up version of a Call of Duty multiplayer I've ever played. You may be seeing it in the background, but or it might have already happened. I actually could only find 2 matches. Like I mentioned, there's only 100 people playing the game, and finding a match is very difficult. It actually took me about an hour to find the first match, and about half an hour to find the second match of just waiting. First match I actually played for just about like a good minute or two, and then it lagged out. The second match was actually a lot better. I could play the full match entirely, but it was just so dull. Like, there was no really life to it. It's like playing Black Ops 1 nowadays. There's no life to it because they shut down like the server basically. So the reason why Call of Duty Ghosts is kind of shorter to the other two is because I actually couldn't get any gameplay really. These were the only 2 things I could get, and even still, like, they're still pretty short for what I should have gotten. Yeah, that's number 3, Call of Duty Ghosts. I'm really sorry for how short it is. Let's go on to the other 2. Those 2 are going to be way more in depth. So coming in here at number 2 spot, we have Black Ops 4. Alright, so Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is actually a pretty controversial pick, because I know a lot of people who actually do enjoy Black Ops 4 a lot. They think that the game is incredibly fun, and just like World War II, the game did get better after launch, according to what people say. In my opinion though, I did not think this was a good game at all. I think that it was okay. Definitely think it was much better than what's in number 1, but just all in all, Black Ops 4 was such a lackluster Call of Duty. It made by far the worst zombies experience, which really hurt because zombies is a big reason why I like the Black Ops games. And honestly, like, this match right now is so, like, it's honestly so bad what the game has become as well. Because going back to play it isn't even fun. I went back to play it yesterday, you know, for this video idea. I went back to play it, see how good it was, see if I could, you know, do anything, pull anything off, get back into sniping. And yeah, like, where am I going? I'm going 11 and 10, so that's pretty fucking bad. And I kind of want to focus on that as well, is the fact that the gameplay style, like the way weapons worked and the way that combat was focused on in this game, it was just so terrible, so terribly done. I do think the idea of adding in a second upgrade to your attachments was a cool feature, like making it so that there was a high caliber 2 or an F and J 2 or stuff like that is very unique and something that I think should be in other Call of Duty games. But, you know, it just sucks that it was in a Call of Duty game like this. So 15 and 12, that's okay. Top of the leaderboard as always. Ah, damn it, I was going on a good streak. I'm calling my little hell, whatever it's called. Hellstorm. But yeah, just all in all, Black Ops 4 was just such a letdown as a game. It had a way better microtransaction system compared to Black Ops 3, but when it comes down to it, the game was just so... Okay, yeah, that's some bullshit. The game was just so fucking bad, honestly. Like, I fully believe the Kashka is one of the worst snipers we've ever gotten in Call of Duty. The Paladin is a horrible excuse for a... Yeah, I can't do anything. The Paladin is a horrible excuse for what the Bear 50 cal used to be. Just all in all, this game was just such a fucking letdown. I don't really have a whole lot of things I can say it did good. Honestly, the worst thing about it was the fact that it ruined what zombies was supposed to be, because the ending of zombies in this game was just so shit and lackluster. Alright, we went 42 and 25. Not bad. That's Black Ops 4. That's the second worst game in my opinion, but let's go on to the #1 spot. And then at the #1 spot, the #1 worst Call of Duty of all the Call of Duty games, it has got to be Advanced Warfare.
Team deathmatch.
Alright, here we are, Advanced Warfare, the worst Call of Duty game, in my opinion. Honestly, this game, oh my gosh, this game is so shit. Like, I mean, I know the people out there who do enjoy this game and say that it's okay. It's an okay Call of Duty game. It's better than Infinite Warfare. You know, there's people that say that. But honestly, dude, I have no fun playing this game at all. Like, when it comes down to it, this is like one of the few Call of Duty games I will never play on a daily basis. Okay, alright, I'll spawn. Nice. The movement style, in my opinion, is the worst. I think this is the worst out of all the futuristic CODs, which is kind of funny because it was the first futuristic COD. Now, if you remember in my Call of Duty Ghost section of the video, I mentioned how the game looked really dull and that there was no color. I mean, I said that because I wanted to compare it to Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, which... this game has no color. I mean, if I'm looking at this right now, this is the most dull experience. Yeah, I'm glad I joined mid-match. That was, oh my gosh. I mean, I'll give them some credit. The exosuits, you know, it was the first actual time that we'd actually gotten anything like it, so they didn't really know what they were doing. They actually just kind of gave way to the idea of exosuits. But even still, like, the fact that we have this futuristic Call of Duty that added in things like customizing your own character, it added in things like supply drops, it added in the idea of futuristic COD, and it did all of it wrong, in my opinion. The campaign is by far the worst in the series, right next to Call of Duty Ghosts. The zombies is okay, but I would still play things like Extinction or IW zombies over this. And the multiplayer is the most boring experience ever. At least in games like Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare, when you actually use the exosuits and the advanced movement, there's actually a satisfying sound effect when it's added in. When you play this, it's the same exact high-pitched like movement sound effect. When you're fighting someone, when you're actually trying to engage them in combat, they can in 1 second be in front of you and the next be up in the air. And by the time you look up in the air, they're like either behind you or to your left or maybe on the building. Like they can be anywhere at any moment, and that makes it almost impossible to determine where they're going to be, which makes actual skilled and competitive play basically impossible. This is also one of those Call of Duty games where the campaign's graphics and the way the campaign plays is really what the multiplayer should have been. When you're playing something like the campaign and you go over here and you actually start playing the multiplayer, the experience is just so much more unrefined. Like when I play the campaign and I see the cool HUDs display, and I see where the ammo is and where the explosives are and where it's all displayed at, it's actually sick. It's actually something I would want to see in the multiplayer. Now, I'm gonna have to give it some props. I mean, I do think the maps were decent. The maps in Advanced Warfare were okay. This is one of my favorite maps from the game because there's actually a decent kind of
friendly UAV above.
System to the actual entire match. Alright, we're about to win this game right here. I'm pretty sure it ends at level 7. I'm pretty sure it ends at 75 kills. No, it doesn't. Alright, that sucks.
We're winning.
When the hell do these games end? Fucking hell, dude.
Enemy care package incoming.
It's like 90, 100 maybe.
Enemy care package incoming. Enemy UAV above.
Alright, we won.
Well
It
done.
caps at 100. Nice. 22 and 19. Tough leaderboard again. Oh my gosh, this game is so shit. Anyways, guys, thank you all very much for watching. That is my top 3 worst Call of Duty games of the most recent last Call of Duty games, at least. This is before Black Ops 5 comes out, so we don't know how bad that's going to be. I'm pretty sure Black Ops 5 will be better than most of these games. So, but that's my top 3. If you did enjoy, a like would be very much appreciated. And if you enjoyed this video and you're new here, go check out some other ones. I plan on making more of these and more just kind of different videos on the channel since I quit Fortnite. And if you enjoy those, that would be very much appreciated. We've been growing a lot recently and the support has been insane, so thank you if you do end up subscribing. Comment down below if you disagree with any of these placings. Comment down below what you think is the worst Call of Duty in your opinion. If you hated number 1, what do you think should have been number 1? If you hated number 3, what should have been number 3? But yeah, that's the end of it. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all very much for watching. Peace out and goodbye.